Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at... I don't even know what to call this guy. He's obviously a third-party version of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. However, I can't find any mention of him. Like the company that makes him or anything on this box. For some reason he's called Superman 4. And yeah, as far as I know, it's the same company, CES, I think, that made the third-party Android 17 and 18. But yeah, whoever they are, they don't seem to want to readily tell you who they are. So yeah, taking a look at the box, standard sort of Figuarts type packaging. For some reason he's called Superman 4, age 15 and up. A kind of awkward looking picture of Vegeta. And a couple of bizarre pictures on the back as well. Like, whoever made this figure, they're better at designing him than they are at posing him. Put it that way. But yet the weirdest thing about this box, Mastercrafted Sculpt accurately depicts True Believer. True Believer is Demoniacal Fit's take on Zamasu. It gets even weirder when you realise they've just copied Demoniacal Fit's blurb wholesale. Like at the bottom here. So yeah, F and F, is that another one of the names that they go by? I honestly haven't got a clue. This box confuses the life out of me. It really does. So yeah, we'll bring him kind of back into frame and take a look at his accessories, which are just as strange, by the way. You get two effect pieces, which, ooh, these are coming up. What is that, almost blue on the camera? They're definitely green. I don't know what's happening there. Hold on. Nope, for some weird reason, they are coming up in blue. So, yeah, I think that's just something we'll have to deal with. But trust me, they are green. No idea why it's doing that. Let's change. Nope, I honestly have no idea. Sorry, folks. But yeah, these are the effect pieces it comes with. And if you recognise them, that's because, and this gets even stranger, they are copied wholesale from the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta model kit. This is the model kit stuff. This came with the figure. And what's even stranger is the fact that they didn't even copy the molds. They like downsized them. Which is even more bizarre. I really don't understand this like at all. As you can see, quite a significant downgrade to that. But yeah, he also comes with a copy of the Figure Eyes stand, and they just peg in like that. So yeah, very, very strange accessories there. It comes with a few different faces. There's the one that comes on him in the package, which is a bit strange, I'll be honest. I can see Vegeta in there, but that sort of smirk needed some sort of definition. It doesn't quite look right. My favourite face is this one, the looking off to the side face. There's a bit more definition in the mouth, And yeah, that one looks far more like Vegeta. It's probably the one I'll be displaying it with. You get a gritty teeth face, which, again, they're nicely done. They don't quite capture Vegeta as much as I'd like them to, but they're close enough. This one is probably the goofiest. The mouth is definitely not moulded right, or it's not been sculpted right. And stranger still is that this hairpiece, it takes cues from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but it's not made from any existing Vegeta head. Like, you get movable shoulder bangs. But yeah, the way they peg in, it's not the same as any normal Vegeta that I've seen. So yeah, very, very strange. So in terms of hands, it comes with a pair of fists that are obviously on him, a pair of martial arts posy hands, a pair of grippy hands, or final flash hands, a pair of splayed open hands, and for whatever reason, Super Vegeta pointing at himself hand, which doesn't really fit this version of Vegeta, like, at all. So yeah, altogether very strange, very strange. So yeah, taking a look at Vegeta himself, he does look good. In person, I have no idea why, but this is exaggerated on camera. This sort of shading, I'd rather they wouldn't have done it at all, but it really doesn't do itself justice on camera. It looks okay in person. The one problem I do have with the figure, in terms of colour wise, is his pants. These should be a really dark, almost leathery blue, because I'm sure that's what he wore in the show. These are turquoise on camera, but they're actually a sort of light blue, sort of light turquoise in person, which you kind of get away with if he was powering up. But yeah, apart from that, I would say no, he's not really accurate that way. He does have a bit of shading on the tail. Don't know if you can make it out. Bit of dark shading, and you also get some shading on the fur at the back, on the shoulders, and a bit of shading on the pants. So yeah, not too bad actually in terms of paint and sculpt work. Couple of weird things about the sculpt. If you pull the abs back too far, for some reason he's got fur at the top of the abs. That shouldn't be a thing, but I just bring it forward and it fills it out really nicely anyway. The tail, they seem to have copied the Goku, but for some reason not done it properly. Like, I don't understand why the tail comes out and then it plugs in. Like, that just restricts movement for what it can do, and it doesn't even swivel. Like, there's no swivel there to speak of. So yeah, bit of a strange one there, but it does articulate, it does swivel, just not all the way. But yeah, in terms of articulation, just in general, he can look down about that far, can't really look up. He doesn't have the back piece to like swivel out, but really you're not going to need it. The neck kind of moves, not too much. Moves a little bit. In terms of arms, he's a lot simpler in the arms. Just get this red piece, which is a butterfly joint. Can go forward slightly, but not really much use. I do like how the shoulders are sculpted. They've given these sort of like little bits to make it look as if the fur on them's a bit unruly. Yeah, quite like that. Bicep swivel, which is rather tight. Double jointed elbow, which just gets past 90. Typical Figuarts ball hinge at the wrist. As I showed, he has, I think it's a double joint at the abs, so you can go down that much. You can go up really far, but why you would want to, because of this weird sort of design here, I don't know. You just push that down and it looks just fine. Waist articulation. For some weird reason, the belt is sculpted to the ab section. No idea why. 2.0 hips, so you can kick out really well. Double jointed knees, because they don't have that daft thing on the back with the sculpted bum. You can kick back completely unhindered. You can kick out about that far. And the feet are weirdly designed. There is a ball hinge in there, or a ball peg I should say, that I can feel, but it barely moves. And I don't know why it looks as if there's a joint here at the feet, because it really, at least on mine, that does not move, like in the slightest. Yeah, feet are kinda pathetic, but they get the job done, and that's all that really matters. Especially because this guy was £30, I think, which seems like a lot, but compare that to the 50 that Goku was, and you're laughing. At the very least, this guy makes a nice stand-in until Tamashii come out with an official Vegeta. So yeah, I know I had some comparisons on Goku's video, but let's just bring Goku back in. Just at the end here, so we can see the two of them standing side by side. So yeah, one thing I am noticing is Vegeta doesn't quite seem as tall as he should be. You can get away with it because Vegeta is a smaller character, but compared to the bulk that is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it's a bit more noticeable than normal. But yeah, guys, definitely one I would recommend if you can find him, because since we don't know this company's name, they are a literal no-name company, but they're nothing like that one from back in the day. It's hard to find. He is on AliExpress and things like that, so I suggest start searching. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for this review. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.